Welcome back. It's your boy Mike coming back at y'all, man. Week 15 as we get ready to host the Detroit Lions, coming off of a massive victory over the Green Bay Packers last week, where Josh Dobbs, in relief for the injured Glenn Roberts, gave us our first victory in over a month. We were on a 4-game slide, and with the way that the NFC has been looking this year, still found ourselves with an opportunity to potentially go on a potential playoff run, as you see Ty Davis Price getting NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 15 carries, 161 and a score. Also got in through the air, 2 catches, 16 yards. Devin Bush down there, 14 tackles and a sack. Joey Bosa with 3 sacks. And Mac Jones having a game that would be shocking to see him have in real life. 316 yards, 3 touchdowns. Very, very efficient day for him, as we go ahead and take a look at the current playoff picture. And your Arizona Cardinals currently hold the 6th seed. The Rams tied with them in the division, also at 6-7, holding that 7th spot. And again, the strength of the NFC is very minimal this season. San Francisco and Dallas, 2 of the top teams in the league. New Orleans has an okay record leading the NFC South, and the Bears jumping the Lions after last week. Jumped them 2 weeks ago. But just a couple of different playmakers on this Lions team. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, now in his 4th year out of USC. And we know what type of talent he brings to the table. One of the shiftiest receivers in the league, incredible route runner, at least in that short to intermediate game. He'll be somebody that we'll have to definitely keep an eye on. Stephon Gilmore moving over to Detroit in the offseason. He's going to be the top dog in this cornerback room, 89 overall, but playing up to a 91. His coverage skills aren't in the, spot that they've been in years past, but he's still certainly going to be someone you have to take into account every single play. Penei Sewell also going to be one of them ones that you're going to have to make sure you're keeping an eye on, as Cam Thomas likely going to draw a very, very strong game out of Penei Sewell. And he's blossomed into one of the best right tackles in the league already. His run blocking's ahead of his pass blocking, but he's a mammoth of a man. Defending for this guy right here, Jared Goff, 29 years old now in his 9th season, and he's had a career resurgence with the Lions, man. This season at 6-7 hasn't been overly impressive, but look at that short accuracy. We know that if he has time in the pocket, he can certainly pick you apart in the short, intermediate, and even deep passing game. Aiden Hutchinson on that defensive front, going to be now in his 3rd season, and he's developed into a pretty nice player so far as well. Not elite yet by any means, but he's more of a jack of all trades. He can apply some pressure with, power moves, finesse moves. He can set the edge a little bit. He'll be someone we'll have to keep an eye on defensively. Jahmyr Gibbs, a home run hitter, now in year 2, 94 speed, incredible swiftness, incredible agility, just someone who's really come on in real life as of late, and we'll have to make sure that we don't allow his game-breaking speed to get too in the way of what we want to do defensively. And just one more guy I wanted to take a brief mention of, Trent Durham. If you do remember, he was the number 2 overall pick, right behind Keegan Buchanan in the off-season, and you see what attracted them to him. 99 speed, 98 acceleration. He has yet to record any offensive stats this year, but if he gets on the field in any capacity, him, Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, it is a recipe for a track meet. Looks like they're trying to build out something similar to the Dolphins, but he is still a rookie, so he'll have plenty of time to progress in his career. As Glenn Roberts now back in the fold for this game, and he just watched the man that he replaced in the offseason go out and snap a cold spell that had been plaguing this team over the last 4 weeks. Had not been able to move the ball pretty much at all offensively. Defensively, we're giving up everything, and Roberts is going to have to make sure he has a really positive game, because, it's really a what have you done for me lately league, and he no longer has the excuse that maybe people around him aren't performing. As we see that Josh Dobbs was able to command this offense pretty well last week with 5 touchdown passes. You see Ty Davis-Price getting a nice upgrade there, close to that 85 overall range. And here we go, State Farm Stadium, Rashad Bateman, the man of the hour, 67 catches, 1,590 yards, 18 touchdowns, scoring his first touchdown in quite a while last week. And here are the Lions, man. They're hyped. They're ready to go. And we're ready to get going as well, man. This is going to be a big game as far as playoff positioning is concerned. And we'll have to make sure that we're doing our best to not allow them to see many chinks in the armor. Going to have to definitely put our best foot forward. But we're going to have to do it without the services of Greedy Williams, who dislocated his wrist in practice this week. Not ideal, especially with Amon-Ra St. Brown coming into town. Jamison Williams, a very good compliment to him there. And then Donovan Peoples-Jones, who, one of the more unheralded players in the league, got traded to the Lions in real life and playing for them now here. And I think that the game plan in this one is really going to be to force Jared Goff to use his other receivers not named Amon-Ra St. Brown. We know that St. Brown can beat you in a plethora of ways. Jamison Williams hasn't really shown that up to this point. At the moment, he's still just more of a speedster. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this Lions team. Jared Goff, as we know, going to be leading the way at quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs going to be there at running back, with David Montgomery likely getting a few snaps as well. Derek Watt coming over at fullback. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones, those top three. Quintez Cephas down there, and we did talk about Trent Durham a little bit as well. Zach Ertz, man, back to face his team again after we faced them last year when he was on the Cowboys with Sam Laporta down there. Taylor Decker, Dalton Reisner, Frank Ragnow, also the rookie Joe Solano behind him, Jonah Jackson at right guard, and Penei Sewell at right tackle. A'Shawn Robinson and Aiden Hutchinson going to be those left and right ends. Poona Ford and Aleem McNeil up the middle at D tackle. Jadeveon Clowney coming off the left-hand side. Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, those middle linebackers there. And Malcolm Rodriguez, the right outside linebacker. Stephon Gilmore and the rookie Antoine Quinn, who we didn't really speak much about. But those are the top two guys right there, with Shaq Griffin, Tracy Walker at free safety, C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Brian Branch, the strong safeties, and the special teams duo Graham Gano and Jack Fox. And here's Gano as he's going to kick things off here and get us started. KJ Hamler back deep to return. Fields it around the 1, has some space, makes a move outside. Anzalone there to track him down at the 24-yard line. And that is where this offense will get things going. Glenn Roberts back onto the field after missing the last game. 3,229 yards, 28 touchdowns, 25 interceptions. Certainly on pace for that Jameis special. But he's going to hope to make something happen here in this game, man, and he's going to get things started from underneath center. Ty Davis-Price going to get the first snap of the game in the offensive backfield, and he's going to get the give going left side. Ty Davis-Price has a nice gain of 13 running left side down to the 37-yard line. Now 1st and 10, going to shift to the shotgun. Davis-Price still in the backfield. Roberts going to take a deep shot. That's Rondale Moore he's looking for, and he connects. Rondale Moore, what a route and what a ball from Glenn Roberts. A gain of 33 yards to Rondale Moore on that right side. Cam Sutton not able to get back there in enough time, and Rondale Moore hauls that one in. Now 1st and 10. Glenn Roberts, bad snap, but he corrals it, looking deep for Rashad Bateman. Bateman beats his man, and he has it down to the 1-yard line. Rashad Bateman, who's been a victim of so many overthrown balls this year, connects, has one connected with him from Glenn Roberts. And I wasn't quite sure if Rashad Bateman was truly down. Head coach Mike White going to throw the challenge flag out there. Definitely thought Bateman made it in, especially was not getting contacted by the defender. And we'll see where they decide to go ahead and spot this. But from what we're seeing, it should be a clean touchdown and 6 points on the board for Arizona. And indeed, it is. Arizona gets things going. It's 7-0 Arizona. And now Jared Goff coming out to lead this Detroit offense out. And he's had a pretty good season up to this point. 3,259 yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks. Shocked to see those kind of numbers and see them sitting at 6-7 the way that they are. As on first down, it's an empty look for Jared Goff. Goff has it. Drummond there to apply pressure. Goff going deep. First play of the game. Jahmyr Gibbs is wide open. Lewis Seen in pursuit. Not going to catch him, and no one would when he has that kind of space in front of him. Touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And it took them just one play to match Arizona's opening drive, and it's going to be a 7-7 ball game. Jahmyr Gibbs already showing off the devastating game-breaking speed that we were worried about coming into this one. But here we go. Glenn Roberts ready to lead this team out on offense once again. Antonio Gibson going to get the carry this time. And Gibson going to have a gain of 12 yards down to the 42-yard line. Setting up a fresh set of downs. Gibson going to remain in the game. Glenn Roberts going to fake the handoff and keep it himself on the read option. And he's got blockers up the left side. Glenn Roberts carry 18 yards in the Lions territory down to the 40. Now here we go, 1st and 10, under center. Glenn Roberts, Davis Price checked back into the game. Roberts is going for another deep shot for Rashad Bateman, who had his man beat again. The rookie Antoine Quinn not quite been able to keep up with Rashad Bateman in the early part of this game, but Roberts overshoots him there. Going to bring McBride across the formation now and give another one to Davis Price, who has nowhere to go. Going to be stopped after a gain of 2 at the 38-yard line. So here we go, 3rd and 8. Roberts, quick snap. Roberts looking deep for Rondale Moore. He's trying to get another one in there, and he doesn't this time around. You see Rondale Moore over there getting a bit chippy, but Cameron Dicker here out to attempt a 55-yarder. It is up, and there's a flag down. It's right down the middle. We'll see what the officials call, and it looks like it's going to be roughing the kicker on the Lions, giving Arizona a completely fresh start. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line, and a new lease on life for Arizona on this drive. Roberts going to dump it down quickly to Rashad Bateman. Bateman turns the corner and has space. Bateman's going to dive at the end zone, and he's going to make it in. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, channeling his inner Chase Claypool from last week. But really, really good job from Rashad Bateman turning the corner there and able to have enough acceleration to get around it, bend that corner, dive for the end zone. CJ Gardner-Johnson and Shaq Griffin not able to make it there in time. It's 14-7 Arizona as Detroit now back on offense. Bunch look left. He's going to look quickly to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who jukes one man, bounces off of Jalen Thompson and brought down by Lewis Seen. And Jared Goff 2 for 2, over 100 yards already here halfway through the first quarter. As on 1st and 10, going back to no one in the backfield, the empty look, Goff going to be hit, and it's B.J. Ojulari and Cam Wilhelm in there to combine for the sack. Loss of 9 there, bringing them back onto their own side of the field, forcing a long 2nd and 19. And on 2nd and 19, Goff going to be in the shotgun. David Montgomery now in the game, and he's going to get the pass right side, brought down there by J-Ron Curse. Gain of 14 to set up a more better 3rd and manageable here at the 41. And here's Goff looking into traffic, pass batted away. They're going to send their own kicking team out there. Graham Gano going to be looking to hit a 58-yarder. This is not a gimme by any means, but the kick is up. It is true, and it is good. Detroit getting on the board once again, making it a 4-point contest, now 14-10. Glenn Roberts in this Arizona offense back out on the field, and he's going to get the keeper again, trying to go right side. They were all over it, was able to drag his defenders there for a gain of 4. And you see that the early use of Roberts' legs coming off of that rib injury, man, something to keep an eye on. As on 3rd and 5, quickly out to Antonio Gibson. Stephon Gilmore hits him down short of the sticks. And on 4th and inches, Head coach Mike White keeping the offense out there. You see 3 linebackers in the box. Doesn't matter. Davis Price gets the ball right up the middle. First down, they're going to hurry things up to the line of scrimmage. They like the look they've been given. Roberts going to fake it to Ty Davis Price, and this time he's going to go across the middle of the field for Rashad Bateman, who gets hit by a host of Lions defenders, but he's able to hold on to the ball. And Glenn Roberts, 5 of 7, over 100 yards here in the early going, 2 touchdowns as well. We're liking what we're seeing from him here. Roberts going to look short again for Rondale Moore. Tried to make a move, nowhere to go. Brian Branch able to clean it up. 2nd and 7. You see the safety creeping down. Glenn Roberts making some adjustments, going to move Elijah Higgins over to the left-hand side, and then he's going to go ahead and hike the ball quickly. And Roberts getting rushed. You see many Lions right there, throws up a prayer, and it's caught by Rashad Bateman at the 30-yard line. Bateman having an absolute field day so far, up to 91 yards on this game already. And what should be the last play of the first quarter, Antonio Gibson gets it going left. No gain there. And that would bring the first quarter to a close with the Cardinals leading 14-10. Both passing offenses doing very, very well up to this point. The running game for Arizona looking in sync. Detroit yet to record a rushing stat. So now on 2nd and 10, opening up this second quarter, Roberts going to look quickly for Rondale Moore. Looked like it might have been a setup with Jack Campbell lurking. Rondale Moore able to hold on to the ball. Great job there. Now 3rd and 4. Here he is, Roberts. Under center, going to give it to Ty Davis Price. Davis Price pushes the defender off of him, gets it down to the 17-yard line. They're rocking and rolling into the red zone now. Going to have 3 receivers on the right side. Antonio Gibson checked back into the game. Roberts takes the read option again, cuts it upfield, gain of 8 there. Roberts averaging 10 a clip at 3 for 30 yards. Now 2nd and 2, and going to continue that trips look. Gibson going to get the give once more. Jack Campbell there to force him down, but not before he gets them into a goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal here at the 6. You see a trips 3 tight end look. Roberts going to fake it to Davis Price and going to hit him quickly, but he's wrapped up. Jack Campbell and Stephon Gilmore there to force him out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Now 2nd and goal. You see a heavy defensive front there for the Lions. Got to get the ball out quickly. Roberts does, but not quickly enough. Hits the back of his left tackle, DJ Humphries, forcing a 3rd and goal. And these red zone woes have been a problem all year. He has a wide open Rashad Bateman who drops the ball. Not something you expect from Rashad Bateman. Would have been his 3rd touchdown of the first half. Instead, it's 4th and goal. The Cardinals go for it. Rondale Moore has the pass knocked away by Jack Campbell, and the Lions offense going to be set up after a terrific defensive stand at their own 3-yard line. As Goff on 1st and 10, going to look right side. That's Zach Ertz. Can't hit him. He's hit quickly by Jalen Thompson. Has the ball knocked out. Now a 2nd and 10. Back into that I formation. Goff calling some things out to his offense. You see the Cardinals here playing very... Oh, Jalen Johnson not able to get underneath that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a good go up and get it catch. Keeps his feet in bounds. Gets them out of dire territory down to the 28-yard line. And now going to give to Gibbs up the middle just to gain 3 yards. Their first running play of the game. Interesting there that they haven't tried to take a little bit more advantage of what is a relatively weak Arizona run defense. Now 2nd and 7. David Montgomery checked into the game, looking right side for Donovan Peoples-Jones and can't hit him. Now on 3rd and 7. Jared Goff back to pass, looking left side. Oh, and he hits him. That's DPJ getting the pass this time around. Now at the 40-yard line. Back to that I formation. And we know that they like to do a couple of different things out of this one. Cam Thomas tries to get up there. Can't. Jamison Williams bounces off one, but does get enough to get back to the first down marker before Cam Thomas forces him out of bounds. They're in Arizona territory now with Jamison Williams' first catch of the game. As here's Goff, left side, going to be picked off by Jalen Thompson. And Thompson has breathing room. No one there to get him. Jahmyr Gibbs trying to give a last-ditch effort. Can't make it happen. Touchdown, Arizona. Jalen Thompson brings it back all the way to the other end zone, putting more points on the board for Arizona. And we know how dangerous this team can be when their defense is able to assist in getting points on the board. Thompson has one there. Goff with his first big mistake of the day, and his team's now down 2 scores as they have a trips formation to the left, and they're going to go quickly outside to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Jared Goff approaching that 200-yard mark on the game. 2nd and 4 now. Goff going to switch things around, staying in that trips look. Got to keep an eye on Zach Ertz on the left of the screen. Goff, another quick one out to Donovan Peoples-Jones as you can't play as soft as you have been. They're going to take big advantage of the use of those short route combinations. 2nd and 10 now. Jared Goff, left side. It's David Montgomery. Zaven Collins not quite able to get there. Jalen Thompson breaks off. He breaks off the tackle of Jalen Thompson, but Israel Mukwamu able to get David Montgomery down there. Now on Arizona's side of the field at the 40-yard line. Jared Goff going to bring his man in motion to the right side and give it to David Montgomery, but Montgomery's swallowed up by Zaven Collins. Just a gain of 1 there as time continues to tick down here in this first half. Just 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. They're going back to that empty look. Goff has it. Goff looking deep, trying to find Jahmyr Gibbs again, and he connects with him again. The second long touchdown connection of the game from Goff to Gibbs, and it results in another Detroit touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs this time getting past Jalen Thompson, and the speed of Jahmyr Gibbs just giving this Cardinals defense fits. But it is okay. They do have the ball back. Just over 2 minutes to go. Roberts airing one out to a wide open Rashad Bateman. Bateman gets a big hit, but he holds on to it. Rashad Bateman down to the 47-yard line. He got separation pretty immediately. Cam Sutton never had a chance there. Roberts able to put it right on him, and Bateman holds on through the heavy hit there. Man, what a hit, but what a catch, what a throw. Now a 1st and 10 already working in Detroit territory. Roberts has it. Roberts scanning, looking, middle of the field for Trey McBride. Short dump down for a gain of 8 as Roberts now approaching 200 yards himself, a number that he's had trouble hitting in most of our recent games. But he's looked like a completely different quarterback coming off of his injury, and he's going to look deep for Rondell Moore. Can't connect with him. Cam Sutton just being picked on time and time again, not able to make him pay there. 3rd and 2, and they're going to give the delayed draw to Antonio Gibson. Gibson makes a move outside, and Gibson has a gain of 6 down to the 33-yard line. Fresh set of downs now. Ty Davis-Price checked back into the game, and he's going to get the give. Has some nice blocks, trying to carry himself upfield, gets to the 22-yard line, gain of 11. They're going to hurry things up. Still all 3 timeouts. Time continuing to tick down. Going to hand off for Davis-Price again. Not able to fight for as many yards this time around, but they will use that first timeout. 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line. Roberts and going to send Antonio Gibson in motion. He's not covered up at all. Glenn Roberts going to hike the ball quickly and looking quickly for Antonio Gibson. Can't hit him. Just overthrows Gibson. Likely would have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, it's a 3rd and 3. And the quick pass out to Trey McBride. He fights forward for the first down. They're going to hurry things up once again with the fresh set of downs, holding on to those 2 timeouts. Got to be careful here with just under 20 seconds left now. Roberts scrambling away. A lot of 2 lines defenders in giving chase. Roberts dives at the end zone, not quite able to make it there. Gets pushed out of bounds. 1st and goal now at the 1-yard line. And what is this Cardinals offense going to be able to make happen here before the half? We've seen them crumble in this type of space multiple times. Roberts with pressure in his face going to throw it away. There's a flag down, and they are going to get Roberts for an intentional grounding here. Not quite outside of the tackle box. loss of down, and a loss of 13 yards. So now second and goal at the 14-yard line. Not going to be easy by any means. 9 seconds remaining. Still got those 2 timeouts, so you don't have to take a shot to the end zone. And he won't. He'll look short for Trey McBride. McBride dives. McBride hit, and he tumbles into the end zone for the third Glenn Roberts touchdown pass here of the first half. McBride's first touchdown catch of the game. Doing a little bit of stinky leg on him. Roberts, clean pocket. Had McBride with the clear out from Rashad Bateman on the left side. Truss his tight end. McBride with a risky dive. It pays off, and Arizona gets the last points of the half on the board as we go into the half with the Cardinals leading this one 28-17. Once again, both of these passing offenses clicking very, very well. The Lions, though, with just 3 first-half rushing yards. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on around the league here in Week 15. We're going to start with the divisional clash, the Rams in Seattle, and it's a tie ball game there. Kenneth Walker getting into the end zone for the Seahawks. Neither passing game inspiring a whole lot of confidence, though Tyler Lockett does already have 65 yards there in that game. Another divisional matchup, this time Atlanta in Tampa Bay taking care of business, getting their 5th win of the year behind a good day from Desmond Ridder. Drake London going over 100 yards in that one as well. The rookie newbie for Tampa Bay, not a great game, under 100 yards passing overall in the blowout loss. And it's the Jets with a 10-7 lead over our division rival Niners. Gotta hope that Aaron Rodgers and company can keep things going. It's already a long shot for us to go ahead and win the division, but it's not impossible yet. Need the Jets to go ahead and handle business. As I was saying, it's interesting that they haven't tried to take advantage of their running attack at all. We've seen Gibbs kill us as a receiver. He's only gotten 1 carry, though, up to this point. But we'll see how they decide to come out and attack in the second half. And he's going to start by giving it to Gibbs as a receiver once again. And after a whiff tackle, Gibbs finally going to be hit down after a gain of 9 yards. Now 2nd and 1. Gibbs remains in the backfield. Jared Goff under center. He's going to drop back and look short for Amon-Ra St. Brown. He finds him for the first down, moving the chains. Now here we go, 2 tight end look. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams, the 2 receivers in the game. And they're going to hand off to Gibbs for just the second time. Only a gain of 2 there for him. Not much space to speak of. Now at the 43-yard line. Going to stay in a similar look offensively. And Arizona this time going to be way more ready for it. Hit Gibbs in the backfield for a loss of 3. Amon-Ra St. Brown down on the play. You see him angry, throwing his helmet down on the bleachers a little bit, and Amon-Ra St. Brown's day would come to an end. He would not return. As on 3rd and 11, Goff looking deep, trying to get another deep shot going, this time to Jameson Williams, and for the 3rd time this game, the Cardinals secondary has been burned deep. We spoke about the speed and athleticism on this Lions offense. Didn't speak specifically about Jameson Williams, but we see what he can do. Jahmyr Gibbs has already done it a few times. Jameson Williams wanting to get in on the action, and the Lions score on their opening possession out of halftime, and they'll go for 2 here to try to make it a 3-point game. Goff quickly intercepted by Tim Settle, and they will not convert this time around. It'll remain a 5-point ball game. Arizona now out for their first offensive possession of the half as Glenn Roberts fakes it to Davis Price and looks left side for Trey McBride. Fits a beautiful ball there in on the sideline. McBride able to keep the feet in, and Roberts now going over 200 yards passing. 1st and 10. Roberts going to look short for Chase Claypool. Claypool with his first catch of the game, gain of 6 yards down to the 34-yard line, coming off of what was actually his first 2 touchdown catches of the season. I thought that he had a touchdown prior, but as Glenn Roberts has the carry, Glenn Roberts making a move, and Roberts has space down the sideline, fighting for more. Glenn Roberts, that is a 42-yard scramble for the quarterback. Roberts, well, not really a scramble. It was a read option that he decided to keep, but Good blocking upfield. Chase Claypool really committing to that ever since leaving the Bears, apparently. And Roberts able to take advantage for a 42-yard gain, the longest of his career up to this point. And now going to hand it off to Davis Price for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 6 minutes left here in the third. Going to look short for Rondale Moore. And he's hit quickly again, this time by Chris Barnes. But he's able to hold, that was Brian Branch. He's able to hold on to it, though. And now 3rd and inches. Davis Price gets the give, going left side, pushed forward for the first down. Arizona rocking and rolling here on this possession down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Roberts with Davis Price still in the game. He's going to take off, has some space, sees it, takes it, and he's gonna get hit into the end zone by Stephon Gilmore. 6 points nonetheless. Touchdown, Arizona. And the Arizona faithful is loving what they're seeing today. After a month of just very, very bad football, they've seen their team offensively and defensively come alive. With the game against Green Bay and now this game against Detroit, as David Montgomery getting his 2nd carry of the game, just the 4th of the game overall for the Lions. And now a 2nd and 8 at the 27. Going to go back into that trips formation on the left side. Goff going to hit Jameson Williams quickly on the left-hand side. He's not quite able to make it to that first down marker. 3rd and 1. Continuing to love this empty look. You see Arizona playing pretty far off. He's going to hit Jameson Williams. McQuamu not able to get there. Jalen Johnson in pursuit. Lewis Seen in pursuit. Jalen Thompson in pursuit. No one is going to catch him. Touchdown, Jameson Williams. Now, that wasn't a deep ball that burned us. Instead, a quick pass to Jameson Williams. McQuamu in a bad position to take care of it. No defenders there to speak of. And with the speed of Jameson Williams, there was never any other outcome than a touchdown. And they're back within a score, 35-30. Glenn Roberts going to have to continue to get his guys motivated, and they're going to start with a run to Ty Davis Price that goes nowhere. Now a 2nd and 10. Going to keep Davis Price in the game. Obvious passing situation, and they will do just that, as Roberts going to look short for Rondale Moore. Turns the corner, has some space. Going to be hit out of bounds there by Jack Campbell. And talk about an efficient day from Glenn Roberts. 17-24, nearly 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Roberts going to keep it again, not able to get any space that time. Brian Branch saw it the whole way, drops Roberts for a loss of 4. By far his worst carry of the game so far. 2nd and 14, another play action. You see pressure in the face of Roberts. He's hit, and Roberts is injured on the play. He came back this game. He's going to be head back to the locker room once again. Now a 3rd and 23 as Josh Dobbs onto the field. And Dobbs going to take a shot for Rashad Bateman. He hits him, and Rashad Bateman is off to the races. No one there to catch him. One man to beat. He does that 73-yard touchdown strike. Josh Dobbs' first pass of the game, and it is a huge one. Converts the 3rd down and more, continuing to pick up where they left off last game. And after leading the team to a victory last week, Dobbs takes advantage of a rookie cornerback who just is biting off a little bit more than he can chew. And as we see Glenn Roberts suffering broken ribs for the 2nd time in his last 2 starts, and he will not return to this ball game. But Arizona, with a 12-point advantage, got to have the defense help them out here to go ahead and make sure they can hold on to this lead. A bad throw there from Jared Goff out of bounds leads to a 2nd and 10. And here we go. Goff takes it. Goff has pressure in his face. It's the rookie Juan Drummond who's in there to bring down Jared Goff. Got through the interior of that offensive line. Goff just didn't have anywhere to go with the football. Good coverage on the back end, and that's really more of a coverage sack than anything. But great job there from Drummond, getting the penetration, getting in the face of Jared Goff, bringing him down, forcing them into a 3rd and very long. Similar to what Arizona went through on their last drive, though, and they paid it off Goff with a touchdown. Jared Goff not going to be so lucky. A lot of Cardinals in his face, and he throws this one harmlessly out of bounds. But that would lead to a Detroit punt, and Arizona going to be set up already in Lions territory after that punt. Ty Davis-Price gets the give, working right side. He's going to be hit down there at the 41-yard line after a gain of 2. Now 2nd and 8, which should be the last play of the third quarter. Here's Dobbs quickly out to Trey McBride. Didn't care about Stephon Gilmore covering him. Trusted in his young tight end. And he converts the first down as we head to the fourth quarter. Still both of these passing offenses clicking. The running game, 4 yards for the Detroit Lions on the ground. They have not leaned into that part of their game in any capacity, as Ty Davis-Price gets the give going left side, and Davis-Price is going to fight for a gain of 13 up to the 19-yard line, now in the red zone. Trip look to the right. Antonio Gibson checked into the game, and Dobbs, here he is. He's going to take the snap. Dobbs, pressure in his face. He's going to be hit. Brian Branch, the first Lion in there, going to bring him down, forcing for the second consecutive possession, a 3rd and 23, this time in field goal range. Dobbs looking to set up the tight end screen. And once again, y'all, I don't know if you saw, it froze again. I wanted to see if maybe that was just a one-time occurrence. Now, he did break off of it eventually, but I think that that's a play that we're just going to have to take out of the repertoire because we can't have players freezing in the middle of their routes. It's just not a recipe for success. As Cam Thomas there to bring down the fullback Derek Watt at the 34-yard line. Now 2nd and 1. Here we go. Jared Goff quickly left side. It's Jamison Williams, and he's leveled by Zaven Collins, but holds on to the ball, and apparently enough for the first down. He's up to 5 catches for 145 yards. And now Goff looking deep for Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs nearly with his 3rd long touchdown catch of the game. Luckily overthrown on this occasion. Now a 2nd and 10 with the bunch formation right. Here's Goff looking. Oh, and he's going to be intercepted by the rookie Andrew Stinson. He was looking for Quintez Cephas. Instead, he finds Stinson, and Stinson tried to hurdle over Jahmyr Gibbs. Didn't work out. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. But once again, this offense going to be working in plus territory after the turnover. Goff, who's been so electric in this game, hitting his receivers on multiple deep balls and just generally fitting passes in where they need to be, makes his 2nd mistake of the game. Now a 1st and 10 for Arizona, and they're going to hand off to Davis-Price on this occasion as he rumbles forward for 3 yards down to the 38. Now here we are on a 2nd and 7. Josh Dobbs in the shotgun, and Dobbs going to look for Trey McBride up the seam, finds him, and he holds on through traffic, setting them up nicely with a goal-to-go situation here at the 9-yard line. As here's Dobbs with the 3 tight end look. Dobbs sees Davis-Price by himself, floats one, and a bad decision there. The rookie Antoine Quinn, who had been getting absolutely roasted all game, there to make something happen. He picks off Josh Dobbs, prevents his team from going down 3 scores, and gives the ball back to his offense with a chance to make something happen. As now here's Detroit with a new lease on life. 5:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Of course, earlier this week against the Bears in real life, they overcame a 12-point fourth quarter deficit with under 4 minutes to go. Just a lot of things going in their favor to end that game. Not anything negative, nothing that shouldn't have gone in their favor. But I'm saying, them as a team just having the resilience to go ahead and win that game when they really had no business doing so. As here's 1st and 10 again for the Lions. Jared Goff looking to the left side. He has a wide open man. It's Quintez Cephas who beats Andrew Stinson there on the deep corner route. And interesting that they're giving Cephas these snaps over the rookie Durham. Obviously, we're not in the Lions headquarters. We're not sure what Durham is showing in practice, but we know what Cephas is at this point in his career. And Durham was the number 2 overall selection. At some point, I feel like you just got to try to get him going in some capacity, especially in a situation like right now where Amon-Ra St. Brown is not on the field as Jameson Williams collects his 7th catch of the game, closing in on 200 yards. He's up to 183. The fake from Jared Goff to David Montgomery. He has plenty of time in the pocket all day, as a matter of fact. Pressure finally getting to him, and he throws one out of the back of the end zone, leading to a 2nd and 10. As you see Jared Goff there up to 473 passing yards. He's been doing his thing today, and he's looking to do it again, finding Donovan Peoples-Jones on the left side, giving them a goal-to-go situation, and they're going to hurry things up to the line of scrimmage. Jared Goff trips to the right. Goff looking left side, has a man wide open, and it is Donovan Peoples-Jones for the 2nd straight play. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Peoples-Jones just really had his man beat as soon as the snap happened, but now up 8 points and playing with, not as much urgency. Here's Arizona looking to go ahead and salt this game away. Davis Price just a gain of 1 there on the 1st and 10 carry. Now 2nd and 9. Gonna go into that 3 receiver look on the left side, and he has Rashad Bateman wide open. Well, not wide open. That was actually pretty good coverage from the rookie Antoine Quinn, but Rashad Bateman able to hold on to the ball this time as we head to the 2-minute warning. And as we head out of the 2-minute warning, Arizona, Dobbs under center, going to hand off to Davis Price. Davis Price has some blockers in front, and Davis Price going to get it down to the 49-yard line. First charge timeout for the Detroit Lions. Going to give to Davis Price again, looking left side, tries to make something happen there, can't power through. Going to be the 2nd timeout now for Detroit, and they're going to hand it off for the 3rd time to Davis Price, and Davis Price has space on the left-hand side. Ty Davis Price for a gain of 34 yards down to the 14-yard line. And now on 1st and 10, under 2 minutes remaining, Dobbs fakes it to Davis Price, airs one out for Rashad Bateman, who gets it in the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Rashad Bateman's 3rd touchdown now of the afternoon, and that one should put an end to this game. Under 2 minutes to go, the Lions with no timeouts remaining here in this game, and Rashad Bateman likely the man of the hour. But Detroit not giving up yet. Minute 41, going back to that empty look. Jared Goff has a man wide open on the left side. It's Jameson Williams down to the 46-yard line. And if you're going to give those up for this entire drive, Detroit will certainly take it. 1st and 10, staying in that look, this time guarding the sidelines, but not well enough as he's able to get it out to the right side for a gain of 5. Now on 2nd and 5, across the midfield into Arizona territory, Dobbs. Goff looking to the right for Zach Ertz, not able to get it to him. Him and Jalen Johnson having some words. 3rd and 5, Goff calling around to his offense. David Montgomery in the backfield. Here he goes, going to fake it to David Montgomery. Ojulari screaming in off the edge and forces Goff into a bad mistake. He's not able to get quite the loft he wanted on that pass. Instead, throws it directly into the waiting arms of Zaven Collins, who happily corrals that one and more than likely puts an end to this ball game. Zaven Collins, his 6th interception of the season. He is our best defensive player, and it is not close, and he just continues to show it. As, you could just go ahead and knee this one out. They're going to give it to Davis Price again, working left side, and he is going to get to the outside, is forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but clearly right now just trying to get a few extra yards to pad it up a little bit for Davis Price, and they're blocking well for him to end this game as Davis Price gets a gain of 18 there, and with 17 seconds left, they're going to hurry things up to the line, and they're going to Let's see. Dobbs under center. What's he going to do? Davis Price for the fourth straight time. Again, good blocking to go there. And as time continues to tick down here, they're going to send the field goal team out to rub some salt into the wound. Up, good, right down the middle. And your Arizona Cardinals have now won their second straight game. Certainly not the most sportsmanlike thing to do there, kicking that field goal at the end of the game. But they knocked out Glenn Roberts from this game, broke his ribs. It's the way the game goes, but we had to let them know that that's not appreciated around here. But the Cardinals getting their second straight victory. Glenn Roberts, a huge part of that. Josh Dobbs finishing the job at the end when forced into action. As we see 500 total yards of offense for the Lions, 624 offensive yards for this Arizona Cardinals offense. Just one turnover, 5 of 9 on third down, and they held the Lions to just 1 of 5 in the red zone. Certainly a recipe for success. You see Jared Goff there, 517 yards, 5 touchdowns, though critically did have those 3 interceptions. Glenn Roberts, 17 to 24, 239. He had 3 touchdowns. For whatever reason, the Rashad Bateman challenge that got overturned into a score did not count for him, but we know what happened. And there's Josh Dobbs down there finishing things off. Ty Davis Price, 162 yards. Glenn Roberts, 90 yards. The Lions just 4 rushing yards as a team in this one. Jamison Williams and Rashad Bateman each going over 200 yards on 8 catches. 3 touchdowns, though, for Bateman, 2 for Jamison Williams, 2 for Jahmyr Gibbs, and then you got 1 there for Trey McBride. Defensively, Jack Campbell, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Tracy Walker leading the way. Few guys there with some tackles for loss. Juan Drummond getting the only full sack there for the Cardinals. Quite a few interceptions there between the two teams, including Andrew Stinson collecting another one. Jalen Thompson, of course, with that pick 6. As we got a couple of upgrades here, Marquise Blair continues to be a nice, steady depth piece for us. Glenn Roberts, despite the injury, going ahead and getting an upgrade, going to put one into strong arm. Getting one into throw power is huge. But the bad news of the afternoon, Glenn Roberts, broken ribs once again, got out relatively cleanly after that first injury, only missed 1 game, plus the end of that Seahawks game, but this time will not be so lucky. Glenn Roberts will miss the remainder of the regular season, and if things work out for us in the playoff race, will also miss the wild card round. Not ideal, wanting your rookie quarterback to just get as many snaps as possible, especially coming off a game against the Lions where he looked very poised, very collected, definitely asserted himself very well. But this schedule is going to get no easier. If you take a look, you see the Cowboys this week. We have the Niners next week, and we end with the Chiefs. All teams that are some of the top in the league and have proven themselves to be so over the course of this franchise. And that's 7-7, as you see, for whatever reason, the Rams actually jumping us despite us being ahead of them before that game and then both of us winning. Very interesting there. Whatever tiebreakers come into play, of course, just favor the Rams at this moment in time. But we got work to do. With Dallas on the schedule, we did beat them last year early in the season as part of our 4-1 hot start, and we'll be ready for them this time around. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the channel, man. I'm really, really enjoying this season. A lot of ups and downs. Be sure to like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, peace.